16 people on already. How are we all? Everyone all right? Welcome to the lovely mid Wales with me and my drinking partner here, Lammy. Hope everyone's well. We'll give it another 5-10 minutes, I think, from the boxes above at Horus to let a few more people join us. So just make sure you've got your pen and paper ready for the quiz, and a couple of beers as well will be very helpful. I'll leave you with my friend just for 2 minutes. How is everyone? 18 of you. Stick a few comments in. Let's have a look who's out there. Who's quizzing tonight? Darren, you better be here, mate. Otherwise, it's going to be me. 21. Need bigger arms for a vest. Yeah, to be fair, the only reason I'm wearing the vest was it's my Horus present. So yeah, I'll take all the crap that comes with it. So I need another beer already, I think. Phil can't comment, but he is there. Free stash behind. Yeah, Rob, don't worry, pal. There'll be a couple of giveaways at the end of the night, mate. Don't worry about that. I got a t-shirt and a ball and a few other bits. Welcome, Steve. New to the quiz, pal. Welcome. Darren's in. Watch out. Just worrying it doesn't go any darker in here. I brought all this lovely Welsh countryside and it's going pitch black already in the first 5 minutes. Rob, how many bottles did you get through last week? Anyway, I need to set a new record. Yeah, Steve, Phil has just messaged me saying he can't comment for some reason, but he is there. Evans is in. Good work, welcome. We're up to 24, big crowd. We'll give it a couple more minutes, guys, just see if any other sort of link up now in the next couple of minutes. Rob, 4 before, good man. Do enough. Yeah, nice, mate. Good, I like it. Are you on the brandy? You did threaten us with a brandy like last week. Aaron. Oh, here we go. All right, Stu, how's it going? Nancy from London Irish, welcome. Yeah, no, definitely no translator, mate. I'll try to talk slow for you, but can't promise anything. Yeah, we're giving it a couple of minutes, I think, and then we'll rock and roll then. Anybody else who hasn't commented, that is here then. Let's have a. All right, Chris, how's it going? It's my John tonight from Kevin Cribbo. Just seeing if he's taking some notes ready for next week. Steve, part of the virtual international rugby club. Nice, mate. Good. There's some good stuff going on there, to be fair, isn't it? It's really taken off. It's good. Darren, yeah, lovely pal. Yeah. I thought there was no way I was beating Rob's background last week, so I thought I'd have to keep it simple, I think, to be honest. Who else is in here then? It shows me there's 29 people in, but doesn't show me who. Make sure, guys, you got your pens and pencils and a couple of beers. Preparation is key. Just getting a couple of messages online as well, there. A couple of WhatsApps and Facebook messages sharing the love for Horus. Kieran and Connor in. Good work, guys. Welcome. Evening, Jen. Thanks for joining. Good stuff. And Steve, you got Bayou and Keller for the talk on Friday. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of webinars going on at the moment during lockdown. I hope everyone's keeping safe and sound. Plenty of coaching webinars and sort of ex-coaches and players and stuff coming out on having a good sort of discussion with the rugby community, which is great. I'm not allowed to start till 10 past either, so I'm going to give it one more minute and then we'll get cracking in. Rob, you still haven't answered, mate. Do you want the brandy or not? I want to know if you're going to make the end of the quiz or not. I think Phil can't chat on it because he's messaging me all the time, I think. I got a big shout out coming in to Sue and Tony. Sue and Tony from Birch Grove. Welcome. Big shout out there. I'm actually a Neath boy myself. I taught in, I went to school in Britain Ferry, and then I taught in Birch Grove High School in the comprehensive there for 2 years before coming up to Mid Wales. So welcome to you too. Evening, John Cutner. Evening, Dale Pricey. We've got Adam and Dale in, the brothers, the duo. Welcome, boys. I hope your quizzing is better than your FIFA, Dale. Hi, Simon. How's it going, pal? Darren, Horus will provide a premium lager to the winner. Does that include me? Yeah, I think I'll double up on that as well. I think whoever wins, mate, there's no cheating. There's no cheating. We'll get a Heart of Wales 7 rugby ball across to the winner as well. And we'll get one of them sent out in the post then as well for the winner. Look. Right, last chance. We start in 30 seconds, so make sure you got your pens and pencils, and then your beer as well. We should have done more press ups now as well for this vest. You boys must be a bit bigger than me, I think. Oh, we got a big shout out for Gav Lewis from the Amman as well. Looks like I'm going to be the messenger for Phil all night as well. Looks like he says you hope Cookie doesn't get you hope Cookie doesn't win, otherwise he'll drop the rugby ball all the time. Yeah, hell of a state. Big welcome to Joe as well from the BFBS broadcaster. So a big welcome to Joe. Days. I think we're about ready to go, really, unless Phil messaged me another 10 times in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, so good evening all. Welcome to the HORUS Sports Quiz. I don't even know what date it is, or what day it is, or what time it is, really. 6th of May. I hope everyone's keeping safe and looking after themselves during this lockdown. And fingers crossed we'll have a bit of good news this coming Sunday. So for those who don't know, I'm Jordan Davies. I run the Heart of Wales Sevens up in Llanidloes in mid Wales. And Rob had a really good effort last week of pronouncing Llanidloes a couple of times. So we'll say that the beer kicked in by then, Rob. Yeah, so I run the Heart of Wales Sevens with the biggest sevens in Wales and sort of edging towards some of the bigger ones across the UK as well for sevens tournaments, with about 4,000 people attending this July that it should have been. Just a quick message. So we've got Stu Bratt on, who's just said about before we get busy with the quizzy. Nice, Stu, like that. Can I just say thanks for all raising awareness for Tough Enough to Care and mental health in general. Top man, Stu. Appreciate it, and we'll definitely come on that as well as the quiz goes on. So yeah, from my point of view as well, a big massive shout out to Horus as well. All the massive amount of work that you guys have done over the last sort of 4 or 5 years since you've been running. Bonkers to think that you've raised sort of 45,000 plus fundraising wise is a mammoth effort. So a massive shout out to everybody, the lads, the ladies, the families, the friends, the kids like Declan who comes to play here at Sevens as well. Everybody that's got involved in Horus over the last few years. And thanks for having me on board. I've had the pleasure of knowing sort of Phil and Darren and Rob a little bit more over the last couple of years as the link to the Heart of Wales Sevens, and really appreciate the support that we've had off them the last couple of years. And yeah, the whole point of the sports quiz, I suppose, is to sort of engage the rugby community, and it sort of sums up what HORUS is all about, I think. So to raise money, as Stu said, for Tough Enough to Care, to sort of tackle the stigma around mental health is absolutely massive. And I know some of the good work that has gone on in HORUS, in the prison service, and some of the plans that they've had for this summer. Unfortunately, I'm sure they're on hold with the current situation. But it's real no-brainer for me when they asked me to get involved. So I thought I'd represent again my HORUS top on. And like I said, we've got the ball there just backing up, and we'll have a couple of prizes at the end as well, hopefully. So get involved on the link at the bottom. Somebody much bringier than me has set all this up, and they've got their the link to sort of fund, as Stu said, to the Tough Enough to Care mental health support on there. So make sure you get involved as the quiz goes on, and obviously in the future as well, hopefully. So we'll get cracking on the quiz. Finally, I'm sure you're saying. So we have 3 rounds. Okay, 3 rounds of 10 questions. Round 1, stats got you. Okay. Round 2, the rare round, and then round 3 is sound round. So we'll see how that is. We did have a test earlier on. Some bits were great. Some bits, happened. Right then, so getting into question 1. Stat got you. Question 1. How many points did Liverpool record in the 2019-20 Premier League season before football was postponed? So how many points did Liverpool record in the season before football was postponed? I hope everybody's swigging between questions as well. Question 2. How many balls are in total on the table at the start of a game of snooker? How many balls in total are on the table at the start of a game of snooker? Question 3. Cristiano Ronaldo scored more goals for Real Madrid than games he actually played in his Real Madrid career. 438 games in all competitions, but how many did he score? So Ronaldo, the footy player, scored more goals in his Real Madrid career than he did played games. 438 games. How many did he score? If I'm going too fast or you don't understand, or I'm too drunk, can you just put a comment in the chat, and then we'll go from there. Question 4, still on the stats. Lord's Cricket Ground. Lord's Cricket Ground is the biggest capacity cricket ground in England. But how many does it hold? Cheers, Rob. The beer's on edge a bit of it. Okay, question 5. What is the maximum number of golf clubs permitted in your golf club? Number 5. What is the maximum number of clubs permitted in a golf club? Yeah, sorry, I know it's a bit tough, mate. I think round 1 and 2, I don't know what I was doing. Round 3, I think round 3 it will be all right, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of guessing games in this quiz, I think. Sorry, Jen. Yeah, you'll have a lot of new answers to sort your own quiz out again another time, I'm sure. How many balls in total are on the table? Yeah, it's got to include the white ball. Okay, question 6. Like Horus Sevens, who hold Guinness World Records. See what I've done there? See what I've done there? Brazilian and Man City goalkeeper Ederson holds a Guinness World Record for the longest football drop kick. How far did it go? So like Horus Sevens, Brazilian and Man City goalkeeper Ederson holds a Guinness World Record for the longest football drop kick. How far did it go? Steve, do you mean that was number 7? That was question 6, I was meant. I have just double checked. Question 1 was Liverpool question. Question 2 was the snooker question. Question 3 was the Ronaldo. Question 4 was the Lord's Cricket Ground. Question 5 was the golf bag question. And then number 6 was the longest football drop kick question. Okay, so question 7. Question 7. The Guinness World Record for a successful drop goal in rugby was credited to Jerry Hamilton Brand of South Africa versus England in 1932. But how far was it? So the Rugby Guinness World Record for a successful drop goal, however, was credited to Jerry Hamilton Brand for South Africa versus England. Sorry, England. In 1932. But how far was it? What was the golf bag? Number 5, Steve, number 5, the golf bag question was, what is the maximum number of clubs permitted in a golf bag? Darren, yeah, in meters, mate, please. So question 6 and 7 are in meters. Just as a side note, last week I seen people getting like 6 out of 40 and 7 out of 40, so I didn't want to make it too easy. Okay, question 8. Question 8. How many hurdles are there in the men's 110-meter hurdles athletics event? Number 8. How many hurdles are there in the men's 110 meters hurdles athletics event? Okay, question. Oh, sorry, I got carried away. Question 9. Question 9. In darts, what is the lowest score that cannot be finished with 2 darts? What is the lowest score in darts that cannot be finished with 2 darts? Yeah, Lami's got a taste for Fosters. I don't know why. Yeah. I'm going to get on the gin after this, I think. No, half time. Okay, question 10. Final question of this round. In a Six Nations, we've got to finish off with rugby. In a Six Nations championship, how many games are played in total? So, question 10. In a Six Nations championship, how many games are played in total? Steve, have you actually been boozing or no? Have you taken a bit of banter with mate? Okay, right. Are we ready for the next round? Next set of 10 questions. We'll get these ones done and then we'll go for a toilet break and a beer break, I think. Any objections? Let me know now. Okay, so round 2 is called the rare round. So this is where I've tried to find a few random, little bit something different. Whether they're just made up on the internet, I don't know. But whatever my answers are the final answers. Steve. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to, mate. Sorry. Okay, round 2, the rare round. Question 11. In which sport would you find competitors using a piece of equipment known as the foil? In which sport would competitors use a piece of equipment known as the foil? Okay, question 12. Which England footballer was famously never given a yellow card? So question 12. Which England footballer was famously never given a yellow card? Say competitors again. Competitors. I thought it was always fruit, I said funny. I'm trying to slow my chat down, but I don't know whether I'm talking too slow now. I don't know. Question 13. Question 13. In which sport do competitors refer to catching a crab? Question 13. In which sport do competitors refer to catching a crab? I'm glad your miss is involved in it. I don't even know if mine's in there. You can look in. Yeah. Hey, question 14. Which of these is not a real sport? So which of these is not a real sport? A, foot golf, B, hand rounders, and C, chess boxing. Which of these is not a real sport? A, foot golf, B, hand rounders, and C, chess boxing. Can I just reiterate and put in the policy sort of at the bottom here? I found these on the internet, so whether they're right, I don't know. But we're all having fun, don't we? Okay, question 15. 15. Going to the movies. What is the full name of boxing star Rocky? What is the full name of boxing star Rocky's trainer's name? That's not worded very well, is it? So the Rocky films, what's the full name of his trainer, his main trainer? What is his name? You can put the about in the chat now if you didn't get that. Question 15. What is the full name of Rocky Balboa's trainer? Let's try it that way. Cheers, Phil. I appreciate that message, mate. Okay, question 16. Now, this is a bit of a wobbly one, it says. Oh, in which film? Dennis, why do this to me, mate? The early Rocky films, the main ones. The ones, the early Rockies, the major Rockies, the one, the trainer that died and then come back in one of the films later on, and then obviously you weren't in the later ones. Yeah, the legend. The legend in the first couple of Rocky films. We definitely know what that is, don't we? Oh, what? All right, the first one. The first legend. The first ever Rocky film. The main guy. Internet has just screwed me over here, isn't it? Are we happy? Is that clarified? We're all happy with that? Explain that. Right, question 16. Moving on. Question 16. Johnny Weissmuller, who was the star of the early Tarzan movies, actually won 6 Olympic medals. 5 for swimming, but what was the other discipline? So Johnny Weissmuller, who played Tarzan in the early Hollywood films for Tarzan, won 6 Olympic gold medals, 5 for swimming. What discipline was his 6th one in? That was probably more confusing than the Rocky film, wasn't it? The Rocky question. I would like pause this chat. Okay, question 17. There's a military question. Military question. Get ready. Which sport gained its identity in 1884 when Army officer Sir Neville Chamberlain, who was stationed in India, devised a set of rules? So which sport gained its identity when Sir Neville Chamberlain come up with the rules for it, basically? I told you these were some random ones, and I should have worded them better, but anyway. I'll stick the word competitors in every now and then as well, just for that. There's a message off my brother. I'm sure it's the same. Yeah, my brother, big shout out for Gregory Davies. He's just had a little boy called Jack, so big shout out to my brother. But unfortunately, he is on the chat, but he can't contribute. So I'm assuming, do you have to be logged in or something? I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple of people out there. Sorry about that. Right, back to it anyway. Question 18. Question 18. Major League Baseball, I can't believe this one. Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear a certain colour underwear when they're umpiring, just in case they split their trousers. What colour pants do they have to wear? I'm not making, well, I don't know, I could be making that, I don't know. It was on the internet, so it's got to be true, surely. Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear a certain colour underwear, just in case they rip their trousers. What colour pants do they have to wear? Darren, competitors and identity are out. Favourite. Yeah. It's a shame I can't see all the people that went up to 31. Yeah, my shame is you can't see who exactly they are. They might be, I don't know. If you know, oh, hang on. Oh, no. Let me know. So just let me know. Okay, question 19. Question 19. In American football, how many balls must the home team provide to the referee? So in American football, how many balls must the home team provide the referee before the game kicks off? Just realised I've been drinking right hand as well. Absolutely, I'm devastated with that performance. I apologise to the rugby community. Question 20. Oh, this is a perler. Finish off with a rugby question each round. Question 20, before we can all have a drink and a pee. Rugby prides itself on tradition. And during the opening game of every World Cup, the Jill Evans is used. But what is the Jill Evans? So every opening game of the World Cup, the Jill Evans is used during the game. But what is the Jill Evans? And that is it. That is the end of the first 2 rounds. Where we just look at the plan. Do I have to go through the answers now? Okay, yeah. So Phil and Doobie, you have to sign into YouTube some shape or form, guys. Otherwise, you can't comment. Sorry. We're not all as switched on as Darren. Right, am I going through the answers now? I can't remember what he said. Okay, yeah, let's... Oh, no, I go through the answers at the end, is it? Oh no, I'll go through the answers at the end of the quiz, isn't it? Right, we'll knock on the head there then, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. Get a beer, go for the toilet, and then fingers crossed my crazy sound round actually works. Otherwise, it's going to be mayhem if you thought a few others weren't very good. So yeah, cheers guys. Thank you. See you in 2 minutes. Oh, I gotta get ready for the sound round. Right, okay. Okay, we ready to rock and roll, guys? Are we ready to rock and roll? Just before we crack on, can again just give a bit of a shout out to all the Horus squad and everyone in the background as well. It's amazing, obviously, seeing throughout the year, watching, when you're off to award ceremonies and the events you're doing and the promotion you're doing, and the fundraising you're doing, and obviously all the linking up you're doing with different people as well. So for those people who might be watching it, a different time, Horus have got 2 world records, 2 Guinness World Records. One regarding the longest game of sevens ever held, and the longest game of tens ever held. And I believe both of them were over 24 hours long as well. And in the summer, or they are planning a World 15s longest game attempt, I believe, with another good friend of ours at the Heart of Wales, who do another great job fundraising as the South Wales Wildcats. And obviously, they do a great job at all the events that Horus go to in terms of selling their amazing sunglasses, plenty of stash, which is absolutely amazing. And I did get it free because Phil bribed me secretly about 2 years ago. And he threw a vest at me and said, "You're yours. You're mine now. You can do whatever I want." So yeah, I'm sure I'm in for the long haul, helping Horus out, which is a privilege, to be honest. So it's great to know everybody, and hopefully I'll be involved a little bit more with some of the stuff going on as well. So certainly keep doing what you're doing. And obviously going from there, the whole point of these quizzes is to get involved with, Tough Enough to Care, all about breaking down the stigma of mental health charities, or mental health, sorry. So get in the link below, and make sure you get involved as well on all the social media channels, etc. as well. Right then, here we go. Let's get into this final round. So the sound round. Well, shall I play them twice? I might play them. I'll play them once, and then if there's any confusion, just let me know straight away. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to read a little bit, and then I've got a sound that I'm just going to play off my phone, or sound, a speech or an anthem or whatever, about 30 seconds, and then obviously that's where the answer is coming from. So this is the first sound round, which is question 21. So we're back in it. Question 21. Which famous cook, television presenter, and major stakeholder in Norwich City Football Club made this speech? Okay, I know there was a bit of background music in there, but the question for 21, which famous cook, television presenter, and major stakeholder in Norwich City Football Club made the speech? Let's be having you. Where are you? Okay, so that's the first one. That's the first sound round question. Question 21. Dennis, you're not far off there, mate, I think. Oh, Phil, you're on, mate. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, Simon, you won't be far off there, mate, I'm sure. Well done, Jen. Well done. Good work. I know. I know. To be fair, it's a nice sheep. He's keeping it for me. It's more sheep out there that are the ones that do a little bit more drinking, I think. Oh, right. Okay. Question. Let's go back to it then. Question 22. So, hang on. Let me sort it out. Yeah. Right. Question 22. Who's the football manager that had this famous rant live on Sky Sports? Oh, I love it.
But I'll tell you something, he went down in my estimation when he said that. We have not resorted to that. But I'll tell you can tell him now, if you're watching it, we're still fighting for this title. And he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
So, which was who was the football manager that had that famous rant live on Sky Sports? Oh, I love it. Love it. Question 23. Question 23. Which former Saracens director of rugby gave a very strange post-match interview after losing to Racing Metro in a European Cup final? Okay, so which former Saracens director of rugby was this in the post-match interview?
Wrong, she got off to such a wonderful start. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder what went wrong. I have to think about it. Well, what did go wrong? I have to look and think about it. Think about it deeply, very deeply. Did it hinge in the end on a bit of genius from Sir Bombo? Bit of genius, bit of magic. Sir Bombo, very interesting, very good, yeah. Very good. 3 cheers to Sir Bombo, very good, very good.
Okay, so on that, 3 cheers for Sir Bombo. Okay. Yeah, this is one of my favourites. Okay. Question 24, I think. Question 24. Which England rugby player was rather disappointed, unfortunately, after a certain World Cup pool match lost to Wales? Yeah. Okay, so which England player was rather disappointed here?
Hashtag very awkward. What do you think the difference between the two sides are? They won and we lost. It's a discipline problem. There seems to be a lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties. Does that feel like that out there? It's definitely a problem.
Is it a regret that you didn't go for place?
You think you can turn this around now? You've got Australia up next. One over them? Hope so. Otherwise we're out of the World Cup. Top. Yeah, top.
Yeah, that was a tough day for that fella. I know that I don't think the sound was too great on that, but yeah, it was a tough day at the office for him that time. It was a very strange interview. Darren, sorry mate. I don't know. We'll have to see how the evening goes. I think I can say competitors on repeat if that helps. Okay, right. So we got a couple of interviews. So this question is all about the sport. Which sport is this from? So question 25. Which sport is this from? And keep it clean, please. Okay, so which sport, or which match? That's too hard. Which sport? So I'm just juggling the empties. Which sport is that all those grunts from? Yeah. We're down to 27 viewers, so Darren is all the women gone, because I'm not flexing, is it? Right, question 26. Now, when a national team joined in with the crowd for their celebration during a football Euros competition, it takes the media by storm. So who was this? Which national team joined their crowd? Pardon me. Which national team joined their crowd in celebration in the Euros in football? You actually watched this in the heart of Wales as well. I apologise if it was absolute crap, but it was a bit of a slow clap build up. It was. I would do it, but I'd be scared. I'll be tensing then and giving it all away. Okay, question 27. Let me find the right video for this. Right, there's two phrases coming up. Okay, question 27. Which world famous referee is speaking to players?
And you're going to go and sit for 10 minutes, okay? Just get on with your own game. I don't think we've met before, but I'm the referee on this field, not you. Stick to your job and I will do mine. If I hear you shouting for anything again, I'm going to be penalising you. It's not soccer. Is that clear?
I knew I should have done this outside and just spat my beer everywhere. It is not soccer, so that's given a little bit away. But which world famous referee would speak in then? Right. The next clips. I need to get the right way round. Can we get him to the heart of Wales? Yeah, I think I've priced him up before. It's he's a bit expensive, to be honest with you. Way too expensive. Right, question 28. Now, the next three questions, so 28, 29, and the final 130, are all guess the anthem. Okay, so this now is 28, guess the anthem. Oh, they're all rugby national anthems, okay? bad tune. Okay, so that was question 28. Which rugby team's national anthem was that? Nice emotional anthems. That's what we want, isn't it? And 29. Ready? Question 29. Which rugby team's national anthem is this? I wish I could show the video of that one. There's a few grunts going on, eh? And this is it, my friends. This is question 30, the final one. This is slightly longer than the others. So this is guess the anthem, question 30. Good flex. Ready? Play it again. Oh. Right, okay. No problem. No problem. Ready? Last one, okay? Sorry, this is question 29. On viewers' demand, question 29. How was that? Was that better? Give us a nod in the chat if I was alright. Oh, Mrs. is coming in. No, that one didn't work there. But just that one. Okay. Should we cancel that one out then? Is it alright? Right, I'll cancel question 29. Cancel question 29. I'll come up with a new question. Hang on, give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. Right. Right, let's go for this then. Use a test. I might be wrong, but let's go for it. At last year's Sing It. Oh no, I can't see it. At last year's Heart of Wales Sevens, I do believe the Horus got to the final, but they lost in the final. Who did they lose to? I'll stick that out there. Okay? Only because Phil messaged me the other day about it. So who did Horus lose to in the final in Heart of Wales Sevens last year? If you get that wrong, I think people are going to start disowning people, I think. Dennis, you're on fire tonight, pal. Right, question 30. So that was question 29. Question 30. Let me get this question back. One back up. So question 30, the final one. Do the hacker. Got that one. We'll never forget it. Okay. Here we go then. Let's hope we can all hear this. All right. Question 30. Whose national anthem is this? Big Ken. Big Ken. That's all you can use. Big Ken right at the back, like. The sheriff. The sheriff. Get in there. I'm assuming by the no idea lol from Dennis, who's the top contributor. Dennis, you might be in the show later on, pal. I'm assuming you all got that one. Okay, so I believe that brings us to the end of our 30 questions this evening. So we'll give it a quick stop, quick 1 minute. Just get your questions, make sure all your answers are ready. You know, get a different colour pen if you're that type of school teacher. And just get yourself ready. Yellow card for you. From Reese, Phil, son, are you drunk? No, not far off, like, but no. Okay, so we'll go through the questions in a quick minute. See if I should never lost that final. The pitch was far too big. Too big. Yeah. Well, next year, let me know in advance and I'll stick them on the smaller pitches. Just while we're having a quick little pit stop before going through the answers, just a big shout out to all the sponsors of HORUS. Obviously, Event Fire Solutions and literally everybody else that sponsors and gets involved. Everybody that chips in their hard-earned money as well, because you are really making a massive difference. And if anybody says a little bit of time and effort and a tiny bit of money doesn't go a long way, it does when it all sort of adds up to the bigger picture. So just a big shout out to the sponsors of HORUS who do put a shift in year on year. And it was great to see HORUS come out straight away. As soon as all this COVID-19 kicked off, HORUS were one of the first teams that jumped out and said, look, we're going to all these events this year. We don't want any money back. We want to support the events for next year. And obviously, just coming from myself, that was a massive boost. If everyone have that sort of attitude, then we know we can just lift this year up and plonk it down next year. And touch wood, there's not too much negative impact on a lot of our great events and a lot of our great sponsors and teams out there. So I'm really hoping that a lot of people follow all the good stuff that you were doing, and I'm sure you can only get better from there. Just a shout to Steve Blair, who's about telling everyone that HORUS are more welcome to join the virtual rugby club on Friday morning at 10 with a Q&A session with legend, All Black Scrum Half, Byron Kelleher. So good to get involved with that. Right, let's crack on. Let's get into the answers. And then we'll finish off. Right, back to question one. Round one. Stats got you. Question one. How many points did Liverpool record in 2019-20 Premier League before football was postponed? The answer, 82. Okay, 82. So question one, 82. Oh, good man, yeah. Steve, can you do that all the way through it? Save me doing it. Cheers, pal. Question two. How many balls are in total are there on the table at the start of a game of snooker? 22 is the answer to that one. I thought it was a bit high, actually, but 22. Okay, question three. Cristiano Ronaldo scored more goals for Real Madrid than games. He played 438. But he scored 451. If you had between 450 and 460, I'll give it to you. It's the kind of guy I am. So between 450, 460, I'll give you the answer. I'll give you the point. Question four. Kieran, Donny mate, finish strong. Question four. Lord's Cricket Ground is the biggest capacity cricket ground in England. But how many does it hold? The answer, only 30,000. If you add between 30,000 and 30,001, I'll give it to you. Okay, well done. 30,000. Question 5. What is the maximum number of golf clubs permitted in your golf bag? Sorry, Steve. 14, boys. 14. Sorry, pal. 14. Okay, I'll see straight. Question 6. Like Horus, Brazilian and Man City goalkeeper hold the Guinness World Record for the longest football drop kick. It went 75 meters. 75 meters. Question 7. Question 7. The Guinness World Record for successful, as a beer talking, right? The Rugby Guinness World Record for a successful drop goal is credited to Jerry Hamilton Brand of South Africa versus England in 1932. But how far was it? 77 meters. I reckon if you had between 75 and 80, you can have it. Have the point. Between 75 and 80 meters. Not yards. I don't know what planet that is, really. 77 to 75 to 80 meters. Question 8. How many hurdles are there in the men's 110-meter hurdles athletics event? 10. Okay, so there's 10 hurdles in the men's 110-meter hurdles. Question 9. In darts, what is the lowest score that cannot be finished with 2 darts? The answer's still quite high, 99. Okay, so in darts, what's the lowest score that cannot be finished with 2 darts? The answer is 99. No, sorry, Phil. No, that was a 10. That was a strict answer. That was 10. Please say so. That's all the competitors. Darren, your wife is making some sort of picture of me here, and I'm feeling uncomfortable. Please say successful competitor's identity. Do I have to say exclamation mark 10 times? Okay. Question 10. Question 10. Rugby. In a Six Nations Championship, how many games are played in total? 15. 15 games. Should have just said how many times do you get drunk, really? 15 games are played. That's the end of round 1. Do I need to repeat anything in round 1? You can't type that fast, sorry, yes or no. Okay, round 2, the rare round. Question 11. Hang on, how come only 15 games? I don't know, that's what the internet told me. What is it, like 3 or 4 games a weekend? Each team plays 5. I'll come back to you on that one, Steve. Yeah, 5. Yeah, but they're playing each other, aren't they? So not everyone's playing 5, but it's not like 25, is it? 5 weeks to 3, yeah. Well, Darren, boy, I knew you were in here for a reason, Dar. I told you. Right, where were we? No, it doesn't matter. No, 2 teams is 1 game, isn't it? 2 teams in 2 games is 1 game. Kieran, love the honesty, mate. Love the honesty. Okay, right, let's get on to question 11. Question 11. The rare round. Question 11. In which sport would competitors use a piece of equipment known as the foil? And the answer to that is fencing. Believe it or not, fencing. Question 12. Which England footballer was famously never given a yellow card? That was Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker, question 12. Question 13. In which sport do competitors refer to catching a crab? Catching a crab. Keep that clean now. Rowing. Okay, so question 13 is rowing. Question 14. Which of these is not a real sport? A, foot golf, B, hand rounders, and C, chess boxing. So the answer that's on the internet is hand rounders is not a real sport, believe it or not. I play that in school with the kids. Chess boxing, I'm going to have to Google it. Unfortunately, the answer in this quiz, because I'm in charge, is the hand rounders. Don't know. Unless I need glasses. Hey, 15, here's the contentious one. What was the full name of Rocky Balboa's trainer in the Rocky movies? Arguments. We went back to number 1. Mickey Goldmill. Mickey. Come on, Mickey. Mickey. Okay. Who was the other one? Stick it in the comments. Yeah, Mick. Stick in the comments. Who's the other one? I can't remember. Rocky was a trainer himself, but in a few films as well, wasn't he? What about Mick? No, can I say Mick? No. Full name, Mickey Goldman. Do I give half a mark? Half a point? Half a point for Mickey. Go on, half a point. I'll give you half a point. Wouldn't it be good if someone did a streak through the field of sheep? Darren, is that you or your wife talking now? Come on. Half a point for Mickey. No points for Mick. No point for Mick. No points for Adrian. That was his wife, wasn't it? Half a point for Mick. But if you win because of that half a point, 50 quid to the charity. Got it. Right. Keep moving. Question 16. Question 16. Johnny Weissmuller, who played Tarzan in the early Hollywood films, won 6 Olympic medals. He won 5 in swimming. What was the other one? Water polo. I'm hoping the link was sort of because he was in water, like, do you know what I mean? So 5 for swimming, 1 for water polo. Question 17. 17. Military question. Which sport gained its identity in 1884 when Sir Neville Chamberlain, who was stationed in India, set the rules? Pole vault? Yeah, no, it looked a bit funny. The answer was snooker. Snooker is the answer for question 17. Snooker. Question 18. Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear a certain colour underwear while on the job. What colour? Black. Somebody's put down pink. My money is on... yeah, Phil. Question 19. Question 19. In American football, how many balls must the home team provide the referee? 36. This is the bonus round. If you randomly said 8, you get a point. 36 or 8. I don't know why. It's a bonus round. Play the game. Nude. Oh, there's enough nakedness at the Heart of World Sevens, man. I don't want to see any more arse, I'd be like. Right, question 20. Last one of the rare round. Rugby prides itself on tradition, and during the opening game of every World Cup, the Jill Evans is used. What is the Jill Evans? Did anybody get this right? Did anybody get the Jill Evans? So the Jill Evans is the first ever referee of a World Cup game in 1987 when I was born. And it's the name of the whistle. Good stuff. Well done, Rob. Well done, Rob, pal. Yeah, so there's Jill Evans is the whistle that was used in the first ever 1987 World Cup opener. Good stuff. Right. Getting on to any questions on round two? Any questions on round two? You know, just as an in-betweener, I will say that there's a lot of successful competitors' identities out there. Steve, I don't know why 8, mate. I don't know. It was just called the bonus round. It's something random, isn't it? Don't know. First whistle used versus All Blacks. Yeah, in that result, that Jill Evans, the first ever World Cup game was the New Zealand Australia World Cup. So 1987 held in Australia and New Zealand jointly, and Australia beat England 19-6 in the opener. Spoiler. Right, round three. Round three. The sound round. I'm not going to play them all again, but if anybody wants to sort of scream in, you know, I might burst out in tears on the last one. Question 1. Which famous cock television... Oh, sorry, 21, obviously. Yeah, round 3, quite 21. Which famous cock television presenter and stake owner in Norwich City Football Club made the speech, "Let's be having you. Where are you?" That was Delia Smith. I bet there's a lot of people turning to their missus now or their husband going, "Told you. I told you it was Delia, didn't I? Why put that? Jordan will never find out. Go on, let's just change it. Don't change it. It's naughty." Okay, Delia Smith. Question 22. Who was the football manager that had the famous rant live on Sky Sports? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Kevin Keegan. Okay, Kevin Keegan. You drink a bit more there, mate. Cool. Question 23. 23. Which former Saracens director of rugby gave a very strange post-match interview after losing a race in Metro, basically being super sarcastic? That was Brendan Venter. Did he go on to be Italy defence coach, or he's out there, something like that? So that's Brendan Venter. No extra marks for the spelling of Venter. 24, my favourite, which is a bit crackly, but this is staying. Which England rugby player was rather disappointed after a certain World Cup pool match lost to Wales? Poor old Mike Brown. Tough day? Yeah, it was a tough day. It was a tough day, was it? Yeah, tough day. It was a tough day. Okay, so 24, Mike Brown. Question 5. 25. I've got them written down. That's why I'm messing up. Question 25. What sport is this from? Keep it clean. And that was all the grunting. That was from tennis. Okay, so tennis. Number 26. One national team and crowd celebration basically was the slow clap from. Okay, what was the slow clap from? Iceland. Okay, that was from Iceland during the Euros, and we actually watched that during part of the Wales Sevens. I think it was on a Friday night, I think, when did Wales beat Belgium as well? I don't know, I was outside cutting the grass or pumping the balls up or something. He's right, Dara, look. This has got to a new level now, mate. Okay? We're going to have to set a Zoom up or something, obviously. Okay, number 7. 27. Question 27. Which world-famous referee is speaking to the players during the clip? Hang on. Oh, that was Nigel Owens. Okay, so famous Welsh referee, Nigel Owens. We have tried to get him involved in before, but he's quite expensive. But I'm sure we can sort out something in terms of charity, maybe. Especially if Horus would be more than welcome to do any fundraising event at future Heart of the Wheel Sevens anytime. So I'm sure we can sort something out there. Even if you wanted to host the South Wales Wildcats 15s game up with us, that's no problem at all. Okay, the last three questions. Okay, 28. National anthem. Now, I tried to throw this in a little bit sideways. This was actually the anthem from Uruguay. Okay, so Uruguay. Thought a bit of Italian, a bit of Argentinian. Okay, so it was Uruguay. Okay, so 28 is Uruguay. Question 29. This is the one that absolutely went pear-shaped. So the Horus Sevens lost in the final to. Now, Phil sent this to me, but I'm pretty sure that he's got it wrong because he's combined 2 or 3 teams. Phil, we'll do. What we got? We got. You put down Ponty Panthers. So you get a point if it's Ponty Butchers. If you put down Ponty Butchers, that's fine. You get a point. But if you put down, Ponty Butchers is a point. Or I'm trying to think what the Panthers are. Ponty Panthers. Well, put it this way: if you put down Ponty Butchers, you get a point. As Red just said there. That's not your name, is it? Ponty Butchers, 1 point. If you put down just Panthers, half a point. If you put down Ponty, Steve, I'm really sorry, Steve, half a point. Okay, Ponty Butchers, 1 point. Panthers, half a point. And Panthers, half a point. And question 30. Question 30. The anthem was obviously Wales. Now, I might put that on in full, but we'd be here all day. So we'll keep it at question 30 was Wales. Okay, right. I'm going to do a little bit of talking just for a quick minute before I disappear. And unfortunately, that'll be the end of HORUS Sports Quiz for the 6th of May 2020. So tally up what you've got, stick it all in the live chat as quick as you can for me. If you need more than one hand, maybe I need, it's my fault. No, if you've got less than one hand, maybe it's my fault. 12, 8, maybe I need to make a few rounds a bit easier. We got any more? We got any texts coming in? We got one beer. Somebody's got 12 again. How many we got? 16.5, Rob. Good effort. 10 out of 30. Jen, 10 out of 30. Better than last week. 16 total, Steve. Good. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, Steve, get me involved, pal. I'm easy. Yeah. As long as I get a free vest. Joking. Let us know who's won, lads, and we'll get a crate to you. Yeah, we'll get a ball as well. 13, Dale Price, good. Who was Reg? We had a thing earlier. Reg, that was Amy Slade. You being quiet, Amy. Come on. 7, good effort. Stu, 10, good effort. Who was Reg? They did introduce themselves earlier. I feel really bad, no? The Evans is. That's who Reg was. The Evans is. Simon Owen. Yeah, Simon, the virtual rugby club, mate, is it was set up on Facebook by, is it Dale Reese, Steve, as well? There's a few people that that got involved. Roger Evans, man, that makes sense. Nice to have you, Rog. Hope everyone's well up there, pal. Oh, Darren, hey, yeah, fair play, mate. We can have a 6 foot 2 meter wave next time we see each other. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, you and Dale. Yeah, I know Dale. 13, Dennis. Good effort, pal. Well done, mate. Okay, good stuff. So just to finish, guys, I know we're sort of coming to the end now as everyone's sticking results in. Can I just say a massive thank you again to Horus, and they have insisted that we give a big shout out to the Parker Wheel 7 sponsors as well. So we have got G&L Staircases, okay, who are one of our main sponsors, and they've looked after us over the last few years. We've got a Red Kite touring park with Richard and Jans, who are absolute legends up in Llanidloes. And everybody wants a little bit of a trip up there. That's brilliant. We've got Yamaha. We've got a Midway Shoot. We've got Picton Sport with Paul Jones, who are on board as our kit partners. Absolute fantastic Welsh company who do everything from manufacturing all the way through to sales and everything else down in Llanelli. So get in touch with us if there's any sort of kit needs there. And then we've got Randall Parker Foods as well, which is an abattoir just outside Llanidloes in Mid Wales as well. So big shout out to Dale as well and the team from Randall Parker. So massive thank you to all of them who sort of contribute to the Heart of the Sevens. And I really sincerely hope that we see the Horus Sevens at the Welsh 7 series in a couple of years. I know we toyed with the idea this year, but the Welsh 7 series will definitely be up and running in 2021. We'll have a leg of Rodney Parade, home of the Dragons. We've got one down in Carmarthen, and then obviously the finals big party is up with us in Llanidloes up in Mid Wales, always in the first weekend in July. So just a quick little bit for there. But you know, going back to what Horus is all about, make sure. I know I'm speaking to the converted, but anybody watching this in sort of the future or outside the circle, get involved with Horus, get involved with Tough Enough to Care, get on the link below and get involved in charity fundraising, because you're doing one massive job. To raise 40,000 plus in sort of 5 years is absolutely crazy. And I genuinely hope that we can all meet up soon for a beer. And if you ever need us for anything, just give us a shout. Big shout out to Declan O'Brien as well, who's played at the Sevens in the last couple of years. I'm a little bit gutted that he's not on our main stage, our big new outdoor stage this summer. And we'll be updating everybody on the Sevens over the next couple of weeks. And that's about it for me, guys. So best of luck over to Smudge from Kevin Cribbu. I had many a game against them just outside Virginia when I was growing up playing for Skewin. So really looking forward to Smudges next week. And the hardest act to follow was Rob's last week. I thought I'd downscale my background because his look legendary. There's no wonder you're having a few beers and chilling out in our room, Rob, with all that background. And I think that's about it. I'll have a quick little last check, I think, just to go from there. I've had a few messages saying don't say so many dodgy things, but I can't put my finger on what, I've got to be honest. So on behalf of me and Lammy, my drinking partner, you haven't drank much, you know. No, I'll finish his off on him. And end stream, guys. Best of luck, and hope everybody's family and everybody's looking after themselves. And look forward to seeing you on the other side. Speak soon. Much love. Take care.